We are already on to episode
66
of the All About Counter-Strike podcast, and we're continuing our coverage of the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Major. And we're already looking at our Stage 2 teams while Stage 1 is going on. And the person joining us is someone who is playing very hard roles, dominating the whole time, has an MVP to his name at the same time from Blast London in 2025, but also has been through a crazy journey on his whole career, and someone I'm really happy to have on the show with us. It is none other than G2's HeavyGoD. How are you doing, my man?
I'm good. Happy to be here. How are you?
I'm doing very well,
doing
thank
fine.
you very much.
Pumping content. We're doing interviews, talking major. Have the major on the TV next to me? I'm sure you're watching quite a lot as well, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm watching CS, playing CS, everything to get ready for the major.
Yeah.
Living and breathing CS. Now, HeavyGoD, before we get into just like Cologne and the year that you guys have had so far in getting ready for it, I want to just talk a bit about where you feel you are at right now in your career. Because one thing I love when I look at your career, right, and I go down and look at my notes here, I've got some of your past teams. We remember the Endpoint days, that feels like a lifetime ago, into OG, Cloud9, G2. Like, you have consistently leveled up. You have played so many different roles. You have always done whatever the team has asked you to do, but you've also, like, I don't think you've ever failed in the roles, like any change you've made, it's like, okay, I'll succeed. So like, how do you feel about your career, about the journey and what you've achieved so far?
So I think it's not easy to also change, I'll say, from English team to speaking Russian, then changing some roles, like from being anchor to being star player, and then being second star, then big site anchor, then small site anchor. I think it's like a big journey, and it gives me like a big experience.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's a development of a player. So how I see it for myself is like whatever the team needs, I need to do it. And this is me.
It's crazy though, right? Because many players say this, HeavyGoD, and that's why I wanted to say about this, because many players say it, they do it, and then they go like on a downwards trend and they can't adapt. Why do you think you are so adaptable to this? Why are you, like, we know you're an incredible player, you've proven it, but it's looked very strong for you, and it's such an attribute many players don't have.
To be honest, I don't have an answer. Yeah, I can only speak about myself, like individually. I think I'm a really hard grinder, and if I get a new position, then I need to learn it. I need to understand timings, I need to understand angles, I need to understand, like small gimmicks, small plays I can do for myself. What support do I need for my teammates? How do I see the site? How my teammates see the site? How the team overview looks at the site? So it's like a lot of aspects in every different position for me. And I think this is like the main reason I can say maybe that I'm like keeping my level up, because I'm always trying to explore new things and search for new stuff, new gimmicks, as I mentioned before. And like, how can I develop myself? Like, how can I be better from each game?
Has that also like kind of helped you maybe have more of a mentoring role or similar? Because you've played so many different positions. I'm sure that you also are one that gives feedback to maybe a new player, like when Mattis came in, because you've shared experiences with all of these different roles, that you have the experience to give back to some of the new players. Or is that something that you do in this team or have done?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a guy that, like, kinda, I would say, likes to talk. I would say, not fully.
We know that.
I like to talk, and yeah, I mean, if I can help, even if it's 0.00001% to someone to be better, like, why not? Like, there is no player that is perfect, and everyone can help everyone. Even a tier 5 player can help tier 1 player. Like, everything is open-minded, like, because every player has different vision, and you play differently, you think differently. So maybe you can give some hint, and he can give you some hint regarding any aspect. If it's in the site, if it's while you're running first, I don't know, like what flash is better. You can argue for everything actually in CS.
That's
I'm going to
cool.
ask you, HeavyGoD, why just before we go any further, put your microphone a little bit closer because when you talk a bit softer, did you hear the Devilwalk? It drops out a little
It
bit.
dropped out
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit.
There we go. That's fine.
Now
He's got
it's
a,
okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Perfect,
We didn't have it
perfect.
before. It's just
Okay.
sometimes on different words, but that's fine. So looking at this, right, when you went from Cloud9 and then going into G2, were you ever worried on your Cloud9 moment that maybe you would get stuck on like only being on Russian teams, or were you always open to whatever was the best offer coming along? Because, you know, once you switch, maybe you don't want to switch back. Maybe you want to stay with something that you're familiar with. Because for you, you can do it all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a tough topic, I would say, because I think some players would choose staying on the same language because it's more comfortable for them. But I'm a guy that likes journeys and I like to explore stuff. I like adventures.
Good, good.
And I think it's like changing from speaking Russian to speaking English. It's fun, like for me. It's fun. It's just fun. I enjoy it both. I can speak to players in Russian. I can speak to players in English, and like it's fun because also in game and outside of the game. Like when I was playing in C9, I learned a lot because I didn't play like before I joined Cloud9. I didn't play for like 2 years, maybe 3 years. I played only in English, something like this, I would say.
Yeah.
And then before that, I was speaking like Russian and English as well, you know, like so it's like mixed. So it's always like fun to get the experience and like kind of get the language back in the game because also, I don't know, in every CIS team, callout is different.
Yes.
Like a lot of callouts, like with the numbers. Like when English people like hear it and like it's crazy because like you have 0.5, then you have 20, 30, you know how it goes. And
Yeah.
it's like it's fun and like it's a good experience. I enjoyed it.
Have you taken inspirations and kind of brought that forward? Because obviously Russian-speaking teams, and when you were in Cloud9, some ways of communicating can be more effective, even in like the Russian language compared to English. Is that also something that you have taken inspiration from to maybe more accurately, you know, give information and stuff like that, which I know is very present in the Russian style of calling. I think I remember something like certain areas of the map in some Russian 1.6 team would be numbers instead of like, you know, long, which is just long for it's such a broad word in English compared to
Yeah.
maybe more specific communication in Russian. Is that something that you've used in to develop in your team?
Yeah, I mean, like obviously they're like different callouts. Yeah, like as you said, in like with numbers and not numbers.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, when I played like in let's say CIS teams, like it always have been like short information and like so it goes faster. And in English sometimes it's a bit like more longer and then it takes a bit time because not everyone is main language is English, so it
Yeah.
takes sometimes a bit more time. So I see your point, and I think like it's hard really to implement, I would say, full to the fullest, but like kinda I was trying to in some ways, but it's not the same, I would say. It's not the
No,
same.
it is not the same.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
And I want to now look a little bit at just your journey on G2, where you're at right now, because for you, it's you and Hunter now who are the longest standing members of the team. You've been through a lot of changes of this and everything else has kind of changed around you. If we're looking at the current version of G2 that you guys have now, obviously NertZ came in this year. Mattis was in just after, well, just before London, right? But you guys have kind of gone through small changes. How has that like reset things? How has that changed the development of the team and also the expectations? Because I know when Saw came in, the whole identity would change, right? And the Hunter now as an IGL and how that would be and how he would kind of develop in his own way. But it kind of reset things for you from being a team that was like title contenders. Obviously, you had the London win, but now we're kind of away from that once again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting topic because I really went through a lot of different players.
Yeah.
Like a lot of different players, and like I think the person who says it was easy for him would lie.
Yeah.
That's how I say it, because you're going through different personalities and you need to get adapted every time to someone new. And everyone is new, and everyone sees the game differently. Everyone wants different plays. Everyone wants different style. Everyone has different vision in the game. And also when Saw came in, it's also he has his own structure, his own system.
Yeah.
Then getting Hunter's IGL, he also has a big opinion, you know. So it's like it's a step on a step on a step that you always need to build, and it will never happen basically because you never stop building and never stop planning the future of the team. Even when you're like individual and like you don't care about like what's going on outside of the server, you just want in the server everything to be like one step ahead. And like if it doesn't
Yeah.
work, try to implement something new that will help you to go even further. But I think it wasn't easy. But I think it's also a big experience for me as a player and as a human.
You take it all this way. You really take it everything, right, from the role changes to the language changes to the team changes. It's all just an experience. You still have such a positive outlook, even when you lost stars of the team. You've won events, and then you're now in the stage that G2's in now. It's very mature of you for your age.
Yeah, I mean, some people say it. Yeah, I mean, it's first of all, it's really nice for me to hear it, and I appreciate these words. I mean, it's kind words. What can I do? It does
It's
warm my
true.
heart. It does warm my heart, and like I'm always trying to be positive, and I'm trying because what does negative give you? Because before I was maybe tilting more, and I was maybe more angry when something was happening, but I'm trying to understand slowly, like in life, not only in CS, that like the more you get tilted, the worse stuff goes.
Yeah.
So this is like something that I'm trying to implement for myself. It's hard, yeah.
It is
I'm a guy
very
that,
hard.
yeah, I'm a guy that has like how it's called, short,
Short
how to say it?
temper.
Yeah, short tempo, really short,
Yeah.
and really short, and like I can be really nice, but then I can also flip.
Yeah.
See, I didn't expect that because all the time I've known you, which is now quite a few years, I've only ever seen nice side of HeavyGoD. I've never seen you, like, I can see you get tilted at a game for sure, right? But I mean, when I speak to you, you've always been positive about it. So was it something you proactively just knew you needed to work on? Did someone try help you with it? Is it what you did with your own, or maybe a performance coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are a lot of people included in this part. I think if it goes from performance coach, if it goes from staff of my team, if it goes of people from previous teams, if it goes from my family, if it goes from my fiance, you know, it's like everyone has a small percentages of like telling me it doesn't worth it to get mad, basically.
Do you have any
Okay.
moments you still remember where you were incredibly tilt? I have a few, as you know, when you're playing or coaching, that you just like, I was so mad at this game because of X and Y.
Yeah, now I need to think. Now you need to let my memories work.
Yeah.
For sure there were moments I'm thinking. Um, what official was this? I don't remember. Maybe I remember like really, really bad moment. It was in maybe it was Pro League or something like this, and like we played really bad stage one, and then we game stage two. We were really tired, and like together with the tiredness, your angriness goes out.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes when you're really angry and you want to say things nicer, like you know the emotions go over it, I would say.
Yeah.
And then you're why couldn't I hold myself a bit?
It's also like sometimes, you know, kind of the predicament of being a competitor, being in the emotions of a game. Sometimes you don't have the time to be nice, right? Sometimes you just have to say what you need to say and be over with it, right? And just
Yeah, of
everyone
course.
around the team, most of the times, accept that, you know, you're mad for a reason and not against a person, if that makes sense. I think most teams that I've been in, we've shared that experience at least, that sometimes you just have to be mad and that's it.
Yeah,
And it
yeah, I
can
mean,
look
of
worse
course.
from the outside than it actually is in the inside.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can happen in every aspect. Like, for example, if someone flash for you and you die,
Yeah.
you say, he's not blind, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're frustrated. It can happen, but like in the moment, you don't like really think about what you said because the emotions are in the game and you really want to win and you're fighting. But after the game, I know, like from what I know, most of the people just come and saying, like, I'm sorry, you know, if I sounded tilted or something like this. So this is for me being a professional. Like understand that sometimes in the game the emotions can go a bit higher, and he doesn't want to harm you or say anything
Yeah.
bad towards you. He just want to like let the emotions out and continue, and it's fine. I mean, you don't need to say it in a really bad way or in a harsh way. It's also really important
Yeah.
because if you say it in a really negative way and in a really bad way, then it's not nice to be like, you know, you need to be a nice teammate.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I want to look before we get into what's happened so far this year for you guys. Is obviously London last Open was amazing for you guys, right? The new G2 comes through. You win your first big event. You also win the MVP for yourself as well. Your brother's in the crowd, which was crazy. I remember the moment myself very well. You pointed out to him. You had all these positive emotions. We see this G2 that can beat a Vitality as well, right?
In a best of 5 even.
In a best of 5, and considering how that best of 5 started as well. When you look at that moment, what do you see as like the reason why or the catalyst of why that was such a good event for G2? Like what enabled that win?
So I think I will start with good preparations, good routines. I think this is the main thing in the beginning. To have a good routines, to follow your routines, then have good preparations with the team, prepare with the coach and with everyone, like for your positions, for the executes they are doing, what you want to do in your positions, and I don't know. We were mentally stable, I would say. I think this was the most important thing. We wanted to fight always. Like it doesn't mean that now we are giving up, yeah, every game,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, it's just something felt like a bit different. And this is
Yeah.
like when I don't even know how to express it properly because it's hard, but
The stars just
uh,
aligned in some way.
yeah, something like this. This is the like a simple way to say it, you know. It's it was incredible. I mean, from everyone because everyone was putting the work and putting extra hours and like no one gives up even we're a bit down or something like this if we lose stupid rounds. But when you win one of these, you want to continue winning.
Yeah.
And then if you drop a bit and you lose, you become a bit maybe less motivated or you don't know why. Then you start to search for the smaller problems and then you dip yourself in a deeper hole. So instead of like taking a step back and like realizing and everything, like analyzing better, then sometimes it can just happen, you know. When you're winning, then you lose a bit because after this event, we were losing a lot from group stage as well.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 every time, I know. 2-3. This is our record
That
for
was
in a lot
yeah.
of tournaments.
Yeah.
A lot. And it's like we just didn't close the games or I don't know. Maybe it was extra pressure on us we were putting on ourselves. But yeah, I mean it's tough. It was a good story, yeah, but one story is not enough.
And now is the focus on G2 like have you discussed is it about getting back there? Is it like looking at the hurdles and trying to understand what it is? Because we know when we see you guys at your best, you can challenge anyone. Even recent games against Vitality, you're like pushing them to the limits. You're doing well even when you had a stand-in and Hunter wasn't there. Like the pieces do work on this team. But like when we look down, if people just looked at the results and they didn't watch the games, they might not understand actually how good G2 is in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people who don't watch the games, they will say it like, they're only losing, you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand them, yeah, because we are losing. But um, like obviously we want to win. There's many games that are close games that we should have won. I don't like to say it. We could have won, maybe,
Yep.
but we didn't in the end. So it doesn't matter. And Like, I think we are building the puzzle, as you said. We are on the right path to build the puzzle. Maybe we need more time. I don't know. But I think like we are slowly getting adapted, and it's like we got a new piece in the team, like NertZ. So it's also with
Yeah.
Hunter. They need to get like to understand deeper their visions, of each other because map control and IGL. So
Yeah.
everything is taking time in the end, and like I think we are on the right path.
I mean, one thing, if I look back at like G2 season, I kind of framed you guys as being kind of gatekeepers or could be potentially gatekeepers to playoff for a lot of teams that were similarly ranked as you guys or just a little bit below. I think I criticized you a little bit early on because it felt like you lost a lot of these close games against similar ranked opponents. But in recent times, that has kind of changed. It's only been more of the like top tier, the vitalities, the spirits, where the losses actually come from. Is that part of this consistency building we're seeing from G2 that now you're able to maybe gatekeep a little bit more, at least against the lower ranked teams, where you're consistently finding these wins? Uh, is that part of your progress we're seeing going into this major now?
Yeah, I mean I think every game, it doesn't matter if it's a win or a loss, it's a progress. And it doesn't matter against who you play. Like, of course, you respect everyone as the players, but you don't over respect anyone. Like, you don't need to. You just need to play your game, follow your protocols, trust your calls, trust the IGL, trust the coach, trust your players around you as well. Like, listen to them in the game, listen to them outside of the game. And I think, like what you said about the gatekeepers, yeah, like maybe we are trying to find a bit more consistency. Maybe lately we've been a bit better, I would say, to get at least to playoffs. But this is not enough, basically. It's not enough.
Yeah.
We want to contend. Like, I think we have a strong team to contend for titles, for trophies. Like, we should also win games when we have the C game, not only when we have the A game. And this is like the most important thing to find the consistency and just try to like higher the level of the ceiling and to raise the bottom as well. So this is I
Mhm.
think the most important one.
And I want to just, before we get into 2026, look at the Budapest Major for you guys. Again, you already mentioned it, right? One game away from making playoffs. Many people would have expected you guys to be a playoff team. You yourselves would have managed to do that. But not looking at like the games and how you played, but how hard was that on the team mentally to end the season that way? With the importance of a major, with the fact you had picked up a trophy within that year, within that run going into the major, and like not being able to live up to expectations.
I think it wasn't easy. I can speak about myself as well. It wasn't easy for me because I expected us. I came to the major, I was feeling it, that we're gonna do it, and then we started the first day 2-0. It cannot start better, on stage 3. And
Perfect.
it's perfect start. We were feeling ready. We were training, like good routines, as I said as well. Good everything before games preparations, everything. And just then on the server, like not everything clicks as we want to.
Mm.
And then, of course, like you lose one game, like you lose one map, then you're like, all good guys, like focus this, like do the, like a bit of positive talks,
Yeah.
and like focus on the next game plan. And then we lose one game, then we lose second game, then it's like 2-2, then you're already, you're thinking like you're 2-2, you started 2-0, now the pressure is a bit on us because we were 2-0, now you don't want to go 2-3.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're trying to stay positive in the end as well in the server, like to not give up, to trust the teammates, trust you, and you really want to win. But unfortunately, we lost. We went from 2-0 to 2-3. I think it wasn't easy for anyone. We were all like frustrated, really tilted. I don't know, anything you can think about, in a bad way, I would say.
Yeah.
Like any bad emotions. And it was not easy to end the season like this, especially after the last tournaments as well,
Yeah.
where we were bombing out in group stages. It wasn't easy, what it was, maybe 2-3 months maybe like this, something like this I would say. The last 2 months of 2025 maybe, October, November, December maybe.
Yeah, it was EPL Chengdu, but it was out before you got to playoffs, right? Obviously, Chengdu, I think, had to play the last game, if I'm right.
Yeah. Against Vitality, yeah.
No, definitely not the game Saul wants to jump into.
Maybe, you never know. Maybe live game.
Maybe that's the one he wants to jump into. There's
Yeah.
like nothing to lose when you go into that game as a coach.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you never know. He could drop 40 bomb. You never know.
Yeah. But how was it like Budapest? Because I thought you guys played really well during that major. Obviously, like there was the Mongols game in between that wasn't as sharp, but in the Falcons game, for example, I felt like you guys almost had it. Like you were in charge of that game. You were playing really good CS during that game. How was the feeling within you guys and the camp, like after that series, so to speak? Obviously, you're always harsh on yourself and criticizing yourself after a loss, but could you step back and see like, okay, we did step up, we did take a step up. Maybe it was a bit too late in the Swiss system, but I felt like you did play good CS. Was that something you felt too?
Yeah. I mean, against Falcons, I definitely think we played one of the best CS in our 2025, to be honest. Like the game was intense, and you could see like on the what it was. First map it was Ancient, I think, if I'm not wrong. Then it was Inferno, and then it was Dust 2, if I'm not wrong. Like on Ancient, we
I'll
felt
put it
really
up
good.
here.
Yeah, Ancient first, then Inferno, then
Yeah.
Dusty. Yep, correct.
Like on Ancient, I think we dominated them on the server. We were way better than them in every aspect. Then Inferno we played, they were way better than us, they were dominating. But it's 1-1 in the end. And then we come to Dust 2, we feel confident, we feel ready. And like even when the match was close, everyone was believing, everyone was calling stuff, and like no one gave up. And I felt like we played really, really good CS. I mean, obviously after you lose and you bomb out, so you wanna like be frustrated and you're emotional. But in general, I think we played really good CS, and I was happy like with the way we played CS and the way we showed. But you know, the bad emotions are always stronger than the happy one.
Yeah.
And especially with the major, it just adds so much more to it, man, for everyone involved. So then we come into your 2026 season. You're still in a good position on the VRS, and I would even say Krakow, you go 5th to 6th. It's not what you want, right? You're aiming at trophies, but it's a playoffs. It's a good start to the beginning of the year. When we look at what you guys were focusing on to start 2026 as a team, what was it you guys felt you needed to get back to winning ways, to get back to where you wanted to be?
So I think first of all, playing more simple, I would say, like play more simple CS. Like don't overthink so much in the game, because when it gets a bit more tense, maybe you might think about 2-3 different stuff, and then maybe when it's 11-11, you know, I'm talking, for example,
Yeah.
or 11-10, and like they're reset with the money. So it's like a lot regarding economy and score, but like we were just saying that we don't need to overthink so much. We should just play our game, and we need to maintain the level that we show on normal rounds, even when it's tense, you know. I think this is the most important stuff, because like don't change anything or don't try to all of a sudden do something that you've never done, you know. I mean, it can happen, and it's not it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but you need to fully commit to it. Don't be in between in anything. I think this is the main, I would say, for 2026 for us. In the beginning, that like we really needed to be ourselves and not try to be someone else in the middle of the game.
Yeah. And then
so have you worked a lot on being that decisiveness of you going into this major then? Has that been like a main focus for you guys?
I mean, it's one of the focuses, I think, being decisiveness on the server. It's really important to be decisive in any moment of the game, but especially when it's tense. Because when it's tense, as I said, you either overthink a bit or you hesitate. And you need to find the balance, and then like just do what you think. Even if it's bad. Even if the community criticizes you, it's whatever. Like, who cares? you're a player in the end. You're a human, and like you just need to do the stuff that you feel is good. And if it's not good, you will go with the team and check it in the end. If it's really really bad, but if it's something that like a normal mistake, then it's fine. It can happen to anyone. Like there is no player that does no mistakes. It's fine.
True. Very true. And then looking at the last few events you played with Malbs, right? You had Cluj-Napoca into Pro League as well. You're still not getting the results you wanted. Was it always known that like you were going to end up changing players, or was it just like a thing that ended up happening, an offer that came on the table that both teams decided on?
No, I mean, I don't think there was a really, really like big thinking about changing something before. But then like when you see like something is not working in the team, then you need to change something. Any dynamic that can be positive for the team. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean that person is a bad person or this person is a bad player. It's just to change the dynamic of the team and like to bring some other personality to the team that can maybe lift you up a bit in maybe one step. And maybe other team can benefit from this player in other aspects. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
And looking at that, how much of a relationship did you have with NertZ before? Obviously, he's your countryman, but like, had you played a lot of faces with him before? Did you know him from being at events and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think we and him are like really, really good friends. We were in Endpoint together as well. Then we stayed in contact. I mean, he left me when we were in Endpoint to ends.
I like you say he left you like that.
He left me. I mean, we were good friends, and yeah, basically that. We are good friends. We were playing Faces together. We could sit on TeamSpeak, like on the Israeli TeamSpeak. Everyone sit there and like talk and chill.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of players and
Yeah.
What is
basically,
it? What is it about NertZ? What is it that he brings to this G2? Now that you have him in, you've obviously it can always change between the years what you had in Endpoint compared to now. What is the type of player that NertZ brings, and what does he bring to G2?
So I think it divides by 2 for CT and T, and then it also divides for the like his personality outside of the game. So I think on T he's like he can be really like he's aggressive. He's really aggressive player, and he likes to do also some things, like kinda on the fly, like what he feels in the moment. So I think this is like a strong, how you say it, a strong point about him. And like on City, he's like controlling a lot about the overview, because he's like the star positions, and then he can call it sometimes mid rounds to help where Nema doesn't see some stuff, like Hunter doesn't see some stuff, and maybe some Pius is like locking in some angles, so he doesn't take disruption out of his mind. So it's like I think like his strongest parts are like calling and giving the team some like kind of like confidence in a way that like it doesn't matter what you do, and even if it's bad, it's fine. I think this is for me something that like he really gives like a lot of positivity, I would say.
Yeah. And that's a big help for you guys in the current situation that you were in as well. But then obviously when he joins, it's not much time. Like I look down the events he's played for G2. He starts at BC Games Masters. You also did the Roman Imperium and then into Stake. When you guys were going from like the very best events in Counter-Strike to then these kind of 3 events back to back like that, how hard was it to swap into that mode to these tier 2 and 3 lands? And what was the reasoning from G2 side? Was it just to get experience, or did you also worry a bit about the VRS points that you needed to make sure you were at least stage 2?
So first of all, when we did the transfer, we needed NertZ to get the games for the major.
Yeah, it's like 10, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, 10 LAN
10
wins.
LAN wins. I think this was the first priority for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then second priority is to get along with each other. If it's out of the PC, if it's on LAN. We didn't have practice days, I think, in these 3 tournaments. Maybe like, I don't know, 2 days maybe.
Okay.
So not so much, but I think it was really important for us to like play together, see each other, like see how he thinks, see what we think, how he play, like and like the structure of ourselves, how he can implement it, how we can implement as a team, like some stuff that he likes. So it's like kinda understanding the person in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was, of course, it's different lands, it's not top tier,
Yeah.
but like we know where we are going, and I think it was fun. Like it was experience in the end. Maybe of course, like everything's not the best as in top tournaments, but
Mm-hmm.
like I think the hospitality was good. Like it's also nice to play in these places. Like you will not go maybe to to these places to play CS maybe on like in the big tournaments. Like you never
Yeah.
know. You might. I'm not saying you will not, but it's like basically getting along with each other, I think, in the
Mm-hmm.
server and outside of the server, and getting this VRS or LAN wins, sorry,
Yeah.
getting these LAN wins. I think this was for us the priority.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a. I mean, when you play officials, when you play all these games, it's obviously kind of speed running at both seeing where the cracks are at and the issues and what to fix, and also obviously being together, you can kind of sort them out on the fly as you're all in the same room. You discuss, you kind of eat, breathe, sleep, Counter Strike.
Yeah,
That was kind of the idea.
it was indeed. I think the start is always the toughest, yeah, even when
Mm-hmm.
it's only one puzzle change. As I said, it's different personality in the server, outside the server. He needs to get along with everyone, with 4 different people on the server, and then you have the coach, then you have the staff as well. So it's like it's a big role play,
Yeah.
inside and outside of the server. So I think it was like the most important thing for us, like to understand how is he inside the server, how is he outside of the server, like who he is. More for the other people because me, I know him a
Yeah.
bit more, and so everyone knows him. I mean, So and Sampais also has experience with him. They both know him, so it's also for him was a bit easier
Yeah.
from their side. But then like he has to like also understand Matush and Hunter. So because everyone is different in the end.
Yeah.
So
And
it is a difficult thing, jumping in a little bit more than 2 months. He's been with the team, right? Playing officials, practicing, all of that. It's not a lot of time, even for preparing for a major. If we just consider the rest of the season practice, it's not a lot of time. How far along have you actually gotten with NertZ? How much of a percentage is NertZ at in understanding G2 structure, strategy, and the people within the team?
So I think because he knows So from past experience, then he can understand how the system and the structure works, kinda. And like So is working with him a lot, also our assistant coach. And Hunter as well. Like they're all putting extra hours for him to understand more of the playbook and like understand how he wants to play in his positions. I mean, I don't know regarding the percentages really, but we still miss a lot of stuff to be honest, and because we cannot implement the whole playbook and the whole strat book
It's
and all the
impossible.
mini details. It's impossible in 2 months and maybe 10 days of practice. No, a bit more maybe. Something like this. I don't know, like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I
yeah.
don't know. Even if it's 1 month, it's not that much of practice in total
No.
with gaps. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Just like still building. Obviously, nothing is perfect, and it's not going to be perfect for a long time because you still have different stuff to discuss and about a lot of mini details. But that's why we spend tons of hours to strengthen our positions, our playbook, our details in the defaults, like anything.
You say like it's not gonna be done for a long time. How much time do you think it needs to make these kind of changes to get someone fully comfortable for all players on the server to understand the way they want to play and what they want to do?
So I think in general how I see it is like I think for me it's like between 6 and 12 months.
Cool.
In
Fair.
general, like how I see the team implementing, like in general. I'm not saying like when it's specifically one guy.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
for
yeah.
one guy it's like I don't know if it's like only one new guy, maybe it can be like 3 months. But when there's two new guys, then it's one more different vision, then more different ideas. But in general, the team as a unit, I think, needs 6 to 12 months to show where they are really.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's fair, because it's always funny, right? A lot of people, even I've said it before, it's like, oh, you give a new team with a new player, and if it's like a notable name like NertZ is, you go, oh, 3 months, maybe 6 months max, they should be ready for it. So it's good to get like your perspective from a team perspective, so someone who's inside it. Now, I want to ask a bit about the staked ranked episode that you guys went through. Obviously, that ended with you guys winning the tournament, but even though it was a smaller tournament, how good did it feel to just be able to win, to lift the trophy, and how important was that for just the team and where it was going?
So I think every official is important when you have a new guy in the team. Every round like is a new detail. Every round there is a new mistake or something good. So you learn a lot from each official, and like I think it was really good for us to go like through this, as you said, BC game, that Roman, and this stake that we won. I mean, it's a kind of boost for confidence for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because teams will say, yeah, it's like dog shit land, sorry for the words, and like it's tier 3, but people don't understand that like playing against tier 3, tier 4, tier 2 is really hard as well.
It's the hardest thing you
It
can
is.
do, I feel like.
It is.
Honestly, it's one of the hardest things you can do. And I think it's also a testament to you guys that you've come far into, or like further along into your rebuilding with NertZ, that you're able to just go to these events and win. Because I mean, Gamer Legions there, Betboom, Heroic, NIP, Nine, Gentlemaids, there, all of these teams can kind of momentum their way into a victory against a good team. They have that capacity, and it's like Tabs, and we had him in a previous episode, and he called it's a street fight in these tier 2, tier 3 tournaments. It's like you have to brawl. There's so many different styles you have to adjust to and play against, compared to tier 1, who, yes, there are different styles, but a lot of the thinking is kind of the same. A lot of, understanding of the game is the same, so you can adjust easier in that environment compared to maybe a more risk-taking tier 2, tier 3 type of thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I think playing against tier 1, some people say it's easier than playing the tier 2, tier 3, and some people will say the opposite. I think for me, like, it's just as you said, different styles. Because tier 1, you kind of know how they play, and the things they will do, you already know the players because you played against them a lot of times. But in tier 2, tier 3, don't expect a lot of stuff, because people just take more risks, and they play different CS, they play different style. Maybe some teams play more chaotic, like this Kerrigan style, I would say, and even Kerrigan on steroids, on style, and it's like, and it's tough sometimes to understand. For example, Bedboom, I think their playstyle is like unique. They have like this a lot of fake, again wait, again fake, and then go other side. So it's like they are playing with the opponents as well. Of course, it's Vumic. I know him, how he is, but
he was your
like,
captain.
Yeah, he was, and it's like this style works on tier 1. Like, of course, Bedboom won Vitality in Atlanta. Of course, Vitality is tired, but still, I give like Bedboom the applause, for winning them, because Vitality, like, the best team right now, and like, it's incredible to see from them as well that for this win, for like, since Bedboom won, I see like many people like typing or writing, yeah, like if Bedboom win, then a lot of tier 1 teams can win, and a lot of different tier 2 can win. But like, it's obvious, like everyone can win everyone nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you see a lot of upsets, you see a lot of like surprises, and yeah, like back to the stake ranked one. Like, I think in the end, what it gave us. So first of all, it gave us like a big experience as a team. We could understand each other a bit better after these officials. Also, the close games. I think especially against Bedboom, it was really close. And it gave us confidence for the future. So we came out from this tournament, even if it's not top tier tournament, to a bit of different maybe thinking and like approaching in a way, I would say, that like you shouldn't like disrespect any opponent. Not that we were like disrespecting fully, but like you expect when you play against Vitality and you play against, I don't know, any a bit like tier 2 team, that it will be harder against Vitality. But it can also be harder against the other team. So
Yeah.
you just need to stay on your feet. That's how I like to say, and like play your game.
Everyone can be quite sharp these days as well, right? That individual skill is definitely there. It's just some of the mentality and the minor details that really matter for it all. But then looking at this, Rio was a weird one for you guys because this was the one that Hunter wasn't there, right? You had to play with Tak. And if I'm right, maybe I misheard, but some Pius was doing the calling during that game, right?
Yeah.
During that event. He performed really well during that, but like, how do you guys take that as an event? Like, was it just we just play this way, we see what happens, try and focus on source system? Because obviously it takes away some of what you were trying to build upon, and it's just an unfortunate situation as well. But you still manage the top 8, which is, given the situation, you have a rookie. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think Rio was a fun experience for us as a team, especially with coming with Tak, a guy without experience. And I think it's good for him, first of all, that he got the experience and the opportunity to play in these levels, because it's a different thing, participating in top tiers and the smaller lands. Like, it's not that Sampais was calling way different, or new stuff. So we were calling with the stuff we have.
Yep.
And the things like we prepare for the game, and the things that also like Hunter thinks is good for the game. Sometimes if he sees something that is good, he can like say, maybe it's good to do,
Mm-hmm.
like if you want, because they were talking a bit with each other. Then So and Sampais had discussions. We were preparing as a team rounds that we want to do. Then in the game, everyone was jumping in, so everyone was helping a bit.
Yeah.
And then we were like flowing, There's not like Alvaro was calling Sampais was calling the most, but everyone was always giving like small plays or small like team rounds and like small reactions that we want to do. And in the end, like we saw that like everyone can implement something from our system and our calls in the games.
It inspired you a little bit that maybe everyone needed to take more responsibility. Maybe that helped you in a way to figure something out, it seems like I'm hearing from you with this experience. Was it an important experience for you to have?
I mean, I don't know if it's important, but it would be obviously nice to have Hunter with us, yeah? Because like this is the full roster.
Yeah.
I mean, it came out on a good note because everyone saw that like if he gives 1-2 percentages more when it's a bit harder, then the team can play a bit better. Like have a better connection, a better team play. And I think this is like the main part that we like got out from Rio for us as a team. That
And
when it's tough, sorry,
no, go.
sorry, like when it's tough, that everyone can help the IGL and not like put everything on the IGL.
Yeah.
And then I also want to look at going into Fort Worth for you guys. The game that sticks out in my mind, probably yours as well, was where you guys had Vitality. This is the second time you had them. This time it's now with the full team playing there. I want to ask what you think it is, or maybe what the magic is why you guys are able to have these games against Vitality, because you almost could have 2-0'd it, right? You had it in the palm of your hands. You had a great comeback on that Mirage as well that pushed it into overtime. What is it about the way G2's playing, maybe the way you're preparing, that means you're able to challenge the best team in the world like you do and push them to their limits?
So I think, yeah, first of all, as you said, I think it's the preparations. I think like our staff is doing a good job together with us, preparing on how they play, how we want to play, and what things are good, what like plays are less good, what team rounds are less good. And like we're not scared to face them. I think this is the most thing. Like a lot of teams who see Vitality, then they're scared to do maybe stuff. Maybe they hesitate a bit more because they are the best, but it doesn't mean they are unbeatable. So You just need to like follow your stuff, like don't hesitate to do stuff, and like be the team that you play against anyone else, you know. If you play against Vitality, it doesn't mean you need to change your playstyle, change your thinking, like overthink 3 times if I should flash this or not.
Yeah.
Like if you do it and it's bad, unlucky, you know. They can punish you. They're a team that punishes like any small mistakes, and if you give them a clutch like 3v1, if you give Zywo 3v1, then they convert this round and they're feeling it, you know. And then so it's a lot of like this small stuff. But I don't know. I think we're just playing the game, we're enjoying, and we're trying. Like we want to win them. Obviously, it's like they're a good team, yeah. Like come
Yeah.
on, and they're pretty good, I would say.
The trophies definitely say that. But then looking at how Fort Worth and Blast Rivals ended, would you say it was disappointing for you guys? Because obviously you again have this close game against Vitality, you end up losing to FaZe. I know there's not many teams there, right? It's only 8 teams in general. But like, did it feel like you should have and could have gone further?
I hate to say it, but yes. Like I was feeling that we could have went further, and we believed in it because we had really big motivation because it was the first tier 1 tournament for us as a team.
Yeah, with NertZ and Massive Fun to
Yes.
be in there.
Yes, exactly. So it's like a full roster, then with NertZ first tier 1, then we get to playoffs. I was feeling like we should just have closed it, but we didn't play good CS in that day, especially on Dust 2. We were a lot in between, and yeah, like I mean, they got the win, but I was feeling like we could have, should have, whatever. This word I hate it, but yeah.
No, it's understandable as well. And then Astana is the last event now you played before the major. You make it to playoffs, you go up against Spirit, you lose Spirit in the game. I think it was, what, 2-0, if I'm correct. And obviously Spirit were on a run, they're doing what they do. But then how does that make you feel now going into the major with NertZ and the events you've had and what you've been able to do? Like, do you look at this as you're a step forward than where you were with Malbs? Like, have you made the improvements you need to see with NertZ?
Yeah, I mean, I think regarding the results, I think the results are maybe a bit better, that we are getting maybe more playoffs. And maybe are playing a bit better CS in general. It doesn't mean that Mario was a bad player or something, yeah.
No. It's more
like
about what's working for you guys, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's more like that maybe now we're playing a bit more better CS. Maybe we understand a bit each other in a different way that can help us like implement stuff in the game. And like these Blast Rivals and this PGL Astana, I think it was a huge experience for us to also play on the stage in front of the crowd because like we like crowd. I think we are guys that like crowd. I think we enjoy it, and it's a positive, a big plus for the team. Um, I think going into the major with these past events gives us like understanding where do we stand as a team, and like what are the points that we need to improve at after these tournaments, because after the games you can analyze it as a team and like as individual as well, like where you're a bit weak, what is your strength. And I think it gave us a lot of points, if it's good, if it's bad, to work on in this short amount of time after the tournaments. And yeah, I'm really happy on the way like we're like moving as a team. And yeah, I'm just like happy to go major, and I really want us to show what we really like value ourselves.
I actually have a question regarding the major, because obviously last time you guys were in stage 3 and you had that group stage, whatever, but now this time around you're going into stage 2. Do you feel like that is maybe an advantage for a team like you, that it might give you an edge to grow during the tournament instead of it going in straight into the biggest games, the biggest opposition? where you get a chance to maybe test your way into stage 3 as well, comparably to last time. Do you feel like that might be giving you an edge?
Yeah, I think starting from stage 1 or stage 2, I think it's a bonus in the end, because first of all you're getting used to the setups, then you're getting used to the environment, then you're getting used to the PCs, and it's like every this small stuff to the chair, anything, anything small can like help you. Also, it gives like us as a team, it gives us experience because the best of ones are tough.
Yeah.
Very
Then
tough.
it's very tough. If you lose two pistols, two force buys, then
But
two
the worst
force.
part is the same day as well.
Yeah. It can go good or bad, or it can go also in between, like
Yeah.
1-1. But like, I think every game for us is it's a growing moment and a growing experience as a unit. I think this is the most important thing for us. And I think it's good that we start from stage 2 because we can improve more as a team, as you said, throughout the tournament.
Hmm.
If we're gonna make
It's a
like the
long
good stuff
event.
that
I
we
mean,
want. It is.
you could look at Face Journey last major, they looked really bad comparably to when they grew into the tournament. They started looking like a real team again. They had belief, they had trust in each other. All of these things developed during the tournament because the major is so long. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? So in that essence, a lot of the teams that go through the smaller stages, they gain momentum with that, and you gain something. You grow as a team through every stage because it's such a momentous moment every stage of the major.
It is. 100%. I agree with you. I think you learn a lot from every stage, and you learn a lot from every round, and you learn a lot from every game. So it's just a step by step, and you just need to take every game serious, but you need to take game by game, round by round, and clutch for clutch, like every round
Yeah.
on a step.
Now, talk to us a little bit about preparing for the major. You said you were just coming off of boot camp, so you're at home right now. How many days did you have at boot camp? How many days you chilling at home? And then what is the schedule you have at home now? Is it still a few practices and stuff in to make sure you're ready and sharp? Like, what's the G2 way for success that Saw has put in front of you?
I mean, we had a boot camp. I think we had 6 or 7 full prac days with theories and everything. 6, 7, yeah. And then
I had to throw that in there.
and then like we came obviously home. We rested like 1 or 2 days. Then like we play 2 days as well. Like today, tomorrow, we're gonna practice as well, like to sharpen a bit more the mini details that we didn't go through,
Yep.
and like some fixes that we need to go, like really important ones. At the end, then we're heading to the major. I think like we had a boot camp that was like really productive for the team
Nice.
because like a lot of stuff to go through. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's not easy. Boot camp, it's never easy. You always grind. It's never also like really good, if it's like in terms of like results and like this, because some days you're maybe more tired because you put extra work before.
Yeah.
Then some days you feel more sharp. Then you need to find the balance, and I think it's a progress of working in every day as a Counter-Strike player. You can understand so much every day, and
And
it's
how has Saw been for you? Comparing it to boot camps with other coaches. Obviously, you had Taz, you had Groove. Now you've got Saw working with you. So, like, what is the major differences there? How he is? Because when we speak to him, he's very honest. He's quite blunt and quite direct with it. But also, I heard from some other players that have been under Saw, like he can be quite a harsh coach, which I didn't expect. Like supposedly he can be a little bit more like hammer down at times.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like he's a really friendly, nice person,
Yep.
but he also knows how to be like the bad person,
Yeah.
And I think it's a good balance because like when he needs people to put extra work, then he asks it for them. He demand it from them because
Good.
if they need to fix something, then he will demand it. If
Yeah.
if it's from a pair, he will say like you need to do it. You know, like there is no in between. You need to do it because it's like it's a must. It's mandatory. And it's like schedule wise, maybe it's not easy. Maybe some teams have easier in general, but it's fine. Like I can understand why he does it, you know. And I mean, I'm used to kind of long days before as well from past coaches, so I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you said, sometimes he can be really harsh, and maybe he can get annoyed as well sometimes because the things we do. And I think it's good because he is good that he can address himself and not all like in a kind of like bad way or learning way, and not only be a positive guy who says everything is insane and rainbow, you know.
Yeah, that's good. You need a bit of that, right? You need some of the truth be told to you and the rest of the team at the same time. And I guess to round out the last bit before we go into like actually you going into Cologne itself and your expectations is you are such a stable player. Like it's crazy when I look down these numbers I have in front of me. It can be a bad tournament or it can be a good tournament, but you are staying in the green. You are staying consistent. So what the hell does your individual practice look like? Because if you're saying you're already doing so much with the team and all this stuff, how much work is HeavyGoD putting in like on the personal development side? Because you don't miss, man. You really don't miss. There's for all I'm looking at here, there is only one rating which was below a 1.0, but most of the time you're 1.10 and above.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like first of all, it's a lot about routines, following my routines, and
can you tell me
I
what's
think
that routine?
yeah,
What is the HeavyGoD routine?
I mean, like sometimes I start with like aimbots,
Mm-hmm.
not so much, 300, 400, something like this, 600 maximum. I can
Okay.
do like AK, Deagle, M4,
Yep.
whatever, you know. Then I can do a bit of like pre-fire mode on CS stats.
Oh, yeah.
If you know, yeah, like a
Yep.
bit, you know, to warm up the movement of the mouse.
Yeah.
Then I have another map that I play. It's called the 5E Aim Hub.
Oh,
If you
yes,
heard
yeah, I know
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
So there's like the mode where you're like in the middle, and then there is an arrow.
And you go left or right fast and kill them on
Yeah.
timing. That's really good. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hard.
I like it, and I think it's hard. Also like a small detail I forgot to tell you. In the aimbots, like I'm trying to only burst, you know, like burst fire.
Okay. So you're not doing the spray down or just tap heads. You're burst
I'm trying
fast.
to only burst. It's also like it's harder for your hand, I feel like, for me at least, to only burst because when you tap, you're like doing, you know, like slow, you know, like tap, tap, tap,
Yeah.
tap, or like this. But on burst, you're every time like pressing 3 times. And then I can play deathmatch a bit for fun. I'm not a big fan of it, but I play sometimes. Before, like I was running a lot of facets, a lot of facets. But I stopped lately because it's too much. I don't have like, you know, a balance if I play face it.
Well, you just
Like,
start
Is
playing and
that
then you're
why you're so
non-stop.
much happier now and so much
yes.
more serene?
I mean, face it did good stuff for me. In the end, it's a good work individually, yeah. But the issue is that it's hard for me to stop, and it's not good.
Yeah.
So
You just get on the grind and you're just like, I queue another and I queue another.
exactly
Yeah.
this one. And I don't think it's beneficial, you know. Like if you play 1, 2, it's fine, but when you play 7, 8, 9, like just to play, it's a different topic.
All right. Well, Devil, you got any final question before we go on to Q&A?
No, we can move to Q&A.
Yeah. So we got some questions that were asked by the community for you here, Mr. HeavyGoD.
Okay.
And actually, I missed one final question I should ask before we come to the end of it. I know expectations for everyone is to win the tournament, right? Win a major and go all the way. But given the fact you have NertZ so new, the boot camp you've had, the year you've had so far, and given also this is only your 4th major and you've never been to playoffs of a major, is that kind of just the first goal for you guys? Is like, we need to make playoffs again. It's important for G2 and then go from there?
Yeah, I think playoff is always the nicest place to start to begin with. But I think first of all we should focus on getting to stage 3, and then from stage 3 focusing to getting
Cool.
and then from playoff
Step by step.
anything can happen, you know. That's how I see CS.
That's a good way to look at it. Definitely a good way. All right, let's look at this. So the first question came from a guy from our Discord called Botaz, and he said, "Hi, HeavyGoD, would you join a Russian-speaking team again?" And he put in speech marks, "spirit, if a chance would come."
I mean, like in general, I'm not really thinking about like I'm never thinking about transfers or something in the middle of the season ever in my life because I'm focused on the season and I just want to play. I mean, in the future, who knows? I don't think I'm a guy that like says no to like instantly in almost anything in the life. But I like to be focused on the stuff I have and the people I have around me and the team I have around me, the organization that I respect them. So this is always how I see it.
Nice.
Okay, you did miss 2 other questions above it, by the way, Banks.
Oh, there's 2. Oh, cool. We could go take that one for me then, please. Thank you.
Scourger says, "Hi Nikita, thank you for your time on Endpoint. Been following and supporting your journey since then. Truly loving this G2 chapter. How did you end up on Endpoint? Any chance you will come back and help save UK CS with Guy and Shahar in Endpoint?"
That's actually a good question. I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. I mean, it was a really good experience, and I'm grateful for the days that I had in Endpoint. I think it was my beginning of the chapter. I don't really remember how it started, to be honest, but it was something with the coach and something with NertZ, like something like this. It was. I don't exactly remember the details about it.
Was the coach back then Ross?
No, I wasn't. It was maybe Regin.
Oh, yeah. We know Regin very well.
Regin.
Yeah, I think it was Regin and NertZ, if I'm not wrong. That like they saw me a bit. I think NertZ recommended me a bit, and I did tryouts for a long time, and then I went through them,
Nice.
and I came to Endpoint. If I'm not wrong, it was like this.
Perfect. And you know what I would love? If when you guys are done in like 10, 12 years, all you, Flamesy, and NertZ retire, you just come back. You'd still be more than good enough to be the best in the UK, and you can just help out some UK team again. We need all the help we can get, Heavy. We need it all.
I will. I think it's UK scene actually is not a big scene, but there are nice people, and like always when I've been in Endpoint or I've been in England, like the people who are watching CS or playing CS, like some of them are really nice. Obviously, you have some bad people, like in every country. Doesn't mean British people are bad, but you shouldn't like take in account those people. Like a lot of positive guys in the UK scene that I've met, and it was really nice the way they respect me and the way they like show love, from their side, and it was really nice.
That's good, man. That's good to hear. And when your brother was in London, was he just visiting, or does he live in London?
No.
He just visiting. Okay. I wasn't sure. I was just unexpected, but yeah, that makes sense now. All right, so the next question is from a guy called Tarfar, and he says, "Hello, Nikita. I have a few questions. How did you find out about Counter-Strike, and how old have you been when you first played the game?"
Okay, so I founded Counter-Strike because of my big brother, obviously.
Makes sense.
He was playing on the computer, and I was curious a bit. What is he playing? I think I was 5, 6 years old.
Nice.
1.6, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah. It was, I didn't understand obviously much, but it looked cool, like to touch the mouse, move a bit, and then you run. Like it was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand anything, and I don't think I could even reach the keyboard, So it's like,
Oh wow.
yeah, it was like
that
weird.
small. Yeah.
And yeah, so basically because of him, I started playing Counter-Strike 1.6, and yeah.
The rest is history. Here you are right now, playing in multiple majors, playing at the top of the game. He also just said one other thing, but I'm not sure. You'll obviously answer it in your way, but he says, "I've always wondered if you have Ukrainian roots," which obviously we do know, right? It's on your family side. But he says, if so, what city are you from? But I'm guessing you grew up in Israel, right?
Yeah, I was born in Israel.
Yep.
Then my parents are from Ukraine, and then my grandma is from Russia.
Oh wow!
So
Okay.
so I have
a bit of
Ukrainian and
everything.
Russian roots. Yeah, a bit of everything. And then the city that my parents are from, it's called Cherkasy.
Oh yeah, I know it very well.
Yeah,
I know
close
it very
to
well.
close to Uman.
Yep. Awesome. There we go. That's the information for you, Tarfar. Next question, you got Devilwalk?
Yeah, it's from Kanareka. Hey Nikita, with all the travel, jet lags can be pretty shit. How badly does it usually hit you personally? And do you have any weird or specific pro tips and routines you use to fight it off when you land?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember which side I go. It's tougher for me. I think it's to the west. I think US. I think it's tougher for me, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, really? I struggle more with China. I'm perfect on American time.
Okay.
But I like waking up early. Yeah, you're playing Face It time, so.
yeah. I think for me it's harder the US than like west than east.
Yeah.
And the small tips I can give is like, I don't know, I'm using, it's not so much, but for example, drinking magnesium, before sleeping.
Yes.
Trying to like for example, if I'm on the plane, so understand what time is it right now in the country where I'm traveling at, and depends on the time I'm trying to like hold myself and sleep accordingly, to the hours that are in this
Adjusting
place.
to that schedule.
Exactly, like trying to before, and also a couple of days before already if I'm home, trying to like push a bit, so I can like push a bit of hours so I can get adjusted easier in the other country that I'm traveling to. I think there is something that's called on the screen. It's a blue LED, something like this.
Ah, yes,
the blue light. Yeah.
The blue light, yeah. I think this is also something that helps me. I'm usually using it like in the evenings as well right now. So it's like, your eyes are less painful, and
Yep.
also on the plane, so it's less painful for you. What
Smart.
else? I think trying to not drink, like so much bad stuff. Try to drink water in the plane. I think this is the most important thing for me. To drink a lot of water as well.
By the way, that's a really smart one because people don't realize it. But when you're obviously, it's not just the travel of the general travel day, but when you're up in the sky, yeah, you get more dehydrated quicker. So you need to be drinking more water than what you would normally do anyway.
Yeah,
Very good tips. Very good tips. All right. Next one is from a guy called Toot It, and he said, ever thought about switching and trying new roles? Obviously, you've tried many new roles. So this one we already answered, but he says, are you satisfied with the positions and responsibilities you have now?
That's a good question, actually. I mean,
yeah, see, because you could do it all.
I mean, first of all, I think it's always like it's nice to be maybe the star player of the team, where more the eyes are on. But like I think it's really individual, because I think the anchor positions are not that famous, and not everyone wants to play them. So
yeah,
you have
they're not the pretty roles.
They're not pretty roles, yeah. Not many people like them, and I think if you can like be strong in those roles, then you will be like visible,
Mm-hmm.
And in general, I really like my roles because you can do kinda whatever you want on the city side, and on T side as well. You're alone, so if you think something, you can do it, and like people will not say you what to do, when they come to you. You tell them what to do, because you're holding the side.
Yeah, you're already in position.
Yeah, and then I think this is like the nice part about it. So, like, and a lot of like small like gimmicks as well, as I said before, in your positions. I think it's like it's cool to be anchor. Obviously, it's not nice when you get 50 flashes, on your eyes, and it can happen. But
it's such a special skill because you have to be good for. I mean, but you have to be excellent during maybe a 3-second window where you have your opportunity, right? So you have to be very consistent. You have to be, knowing what to do for those 3 seconds and preparing already, knowing what flashes is going to come in, where to dodge, when to peek, the timing. It's so specific and so narrowed down to details. And I think that's why a lot of players fail, because peeking 0.1 second too fast and you're dead. You didn't dodge the last flash or didn't go between flashes, whatever it is. It's such a specific thing to be good at. And that's why it makes it so hard, right?
It is. It's really hard because sometimes you also see an execute coming and then you think it's execute X, but then it's execute Y because the team has the same
Yeah.
smokes but different flashes. And then you know how it is in like you're in between. So you're like trying on the way, you're like shouting, I don't know, flash, 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 but it's fun.
This is why I'm a terrible anchor, because I also lose focus. I'm too ADHD that I need to be doing something all the time, and I need
You
to
need to
just be.
move.
Yeah, I can't. I can't wait for that little bit of timing, and then it all goes horribly wrong. Devilwalk knows very well.
That's why you gotta get the CS ticks of switching weapons. Or...
Yeah, just doing something the whole time. All right, next one, Devil.
It's from Blazing.
Correct. Well done. You got the numbers correct.
Hey HeavyGoD, what is the experience like to play with players who are new to playing with you? Like the experience you had joining G2 or with NertZ joining recently?
What is the experience for me joining a new team and for new players to join? Yeah.
For you to play with new players, essentially, is the question.
Yeah, I think so I think the journey starts outside of the server when you meet a new guy, and you need to understand his behaviors, his stronger points, his weaknesses a bit. Like it's good to talk about it outside of the server to understand the person who is coming, with you. So you know how to talk to him, maybe when it's tough. You know how to like be nice to him, or don't try to not hurt him in a way. And I think the experience is like exploring new people, new behaviors, and new personalities every time. It gives you like a lot about the player as well, because when you know him a bit, and then you know him one more step a bit, then one more bit, and then like you have already 3 bits.
Building blocks. Building blocks. I get
Yeah,
you.
building
Yeah.
blocks, yeah, and then like you already understand like who he is and how he behaves, how he acts, and I think it's fun experience in a way, but it can also be hard sometimes mentally when you switch too many people
It's a lot,
because
right?
a lot because you change, every player is different and it's not easy
It's too
to get
much.
adjusted fast. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'll say this right from just like this whole interview we've done, HeavyGoD. I love the fact that you enjoy experiences so much that it makes me feel like you would be a great person to go on an adventure with, because I know you would always be down to like do something new or something different. There's not enough people that actually enjoy it. Like some people will be like, "Oh, I want to do this," but they don't want to do anything else. I feel like you would be the person who'd just be like, "Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna try this. We're gonna have fun doing this."
Almost everything.
See, that is good. That is what I like.
Just not roller coasters. I don't like it.
You don't do roller coasters.
Well, Banks loves roller coasters.
I love roller. Yeah,
that I cannot do.
I'm a crazy thrill seeker. I love the
I don't like height so much as well.
Okay. Do you know
I'm
what's
the
crazy?
same.
I don't like heights. Like, for example, when I did the Eiffel Tower years ago and you stand at the top of the thing and you're looking down, that messes me up. I don't like that. But on the roller coaster, I'm enjoying the like crazy speed and the up and down. I don't think about the height at the time, and I'm just in full of that thing. But if you put me somewhere high up and I have to look over it, then I'm a bit like, oof, like it's not comfortable.
I get vertigo from that stuff. Like
really?
Yeah. Lose my sense
you
of
like
balance.
start to hold on.
Oh, but you just lose balance. Like your balance.
Really?
Yeah, when you get vertigo, you basically have no
man.
balance left.
The legs are weaker.
Yes.
No,
but you can't control it.
Yeah,
it just comes. Like it's weird.
It does. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more questions. So we got one from Stooksy, and he says, "Hello, HeavyGoD. I have 2 questions. I'll start with the first one." He says, "If you were 16, 17 years old today and wanted to become a pro player, what would you focus on during the next 6 months?" That's a good question. A lot of people would want to know that.
It is, and it's really hard to also answer it nowadays.
The good questions always are.
Yeah. I mean, before I was always thinking like grinding facets and like playing aimbots, working on the individual, because people like in the academies strong individuals, and then you develop the player outside of individually. And I don't know how much like does it give you nowadays to play so much, but still I don't see anything else. I still think grinding face it is the best method, and then you just need to catch an eye, that someone catch you somehow with a luck, because you also need to be lucky, and if you're really good in the game, and try to, like become friends with some team, then you can maybe try to do some mix for ESA Open, then maybe you go intermediate, then like the long road of it.
Yeah.
And this is the only way I see it, to be honest. Like work hard on the like on your individually part, and then like be a nice person, because it also gives you a big bonus.
Nice. And one other thing from the same guy, he said, if you had to start again, so your whole career again, you're 16, 17 years old in 2026, you have the goal of becoming a pro player, what would be the first 3 things you would do to improve as fast as possible? It sounds like this guy is 16, 17, and he wants to become pro.
He's in this exact scenario.
100%, guys, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's good. I mean, he wants to explore himself. He wants to be better. He wants to see how the future would look,
Yeah.
if he would do the stuff. But regarding his question, first 3 things. I don't know. As I said, like for me, it's mostly individually. Like play facets. I think be good. Have a good routines of individual routines. If it's aimbots, if it's deathmatch, if it's whatever it can be, like CS stats, but be consistent, like do it daily, and try to do it also maybe in the same hour, but if you cannot, then do it like once a day at least, like don't drop it out, don't forget it, because it's important.
Yeah.
Then I think something that it can be also really good is like sleep, but I don't know how important it is when you're 16,
Yeah.
But
I had a lot more energy back then.
Yes, yeah, because you have so much energy that you just want to play 20 games in a day.
Yeah.
But I don't know, for me it's mostly if I was 16, 17 now, it's like be sharp individually, work on your individual, have a set routines, and then I would say be a friendly guy and connect to people to explore opportunities outside of Faceit, maybe as I said, the SCA or mix or open qualifiers. Maybe you win some good team, and then like good team, let's say top 160 HLTV or something like this, and they like how do you play, and then they will take you, and from this you develop to another team. That's, to be honest, that's the only way I see it, like how you can. But you need to be lucky as well. You really need to be lucky.
Very true.
Okay, this is from I will say it in Swedish, pirat.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like pirate. Hi Nikita, what qualities do you think make a good anchor, and why do so few players truly succeed in that position?
It's a good question, actually. So I think passion. I would start with the first one. I think passion, liking what you do, and not I'm an anchor, I'm beside Mirage, I need to jump, right to left, left to right, and then people will come to you in the end, You cannot sleep on the position. You need to be sharp every moment. You need to love the position, even if it's not the best position in the game. Then I would say analyzing yourself and also analyzing the opponent if you're playing like officials. Don't repeat the same stuff over and over again without without a purpose. Don't be like a robot. I think that's a good quality. And also I think be sharp. Obviously you need to be sharp. You need to, if you're alone, to get 2-3 kills. It's important for the team so they can retake. Also be vocal on your position. Say what you want. Say what flashes you want exactly. Say what plays you want. The rotation, you should tell him what to do. Unless there is if he doesn't feel comfortable, then you adjust it a bit. Be open-minded as well. If someone, if the star player tells you something to do because he thinks it's good, just do it. If you die, unlucky, it can happen. Don't get too much into it and overthink about it.
Nice. Thank you very much. And the final question, and then you can get out of here, my man. From Jaffa Cast, he says, "Hey HeavyGoD, what helped you guys have a comeback in Blast London against Vitality? And with you guys swapping NertZ and Malbs, did you have any say in it, or was it just a management call? Good luck on the major."
First of all, I forgot your nickname, but thank you.
Jaffa.
Jaffa. Thank you, Jaffa, for the major. Thank you. Second, what made us come back? I think we started Blast 1-0, then it was 2-1, yeah, if I'm not wrong, and then we won 3-2. If I'm not wrong, I think so at least, because
Let me check.
yeah, it was we won Dust, then they won in Overpass and in no Overpass Mirage or Mirage Overpass.
One second. I'm opening it now. So you won Dust 2, 13-3. Then you lost Mirage 13-6. You lost Overpass 13-6. Then you won Inferno 16-12. And then you won Train 13-6.
Yeah, like I remember this game like really good. Like we won first map, but then we said like guys, it's only map 1, you know, and anything can happen. Like they're a strong team. We go on the second map, we get demolished, to be honest. Then we say like, okay, like whatever happened, let's continue next one. Then we play Overpass. They play really good. We play really, really bad. Like we played really, really bad Overpass.
Hunter's not a fan of Overpass, right? It used to be a perma ban for like them in the old days. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But now he's already fine, I think. I think he likes the map. Then after the 2-1, you know, when they won the 2 maps, we had a break. There is always a break of 25 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes. I'm not sure how long is it.
Yeah, there's the bigger break in between after. Yep.
So we like talked about how do we get the energy back and what is lacking in the last 2 maps, what was better on the first map, like the things we need to improve and like how to be a better teammate, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we got better energy. Maybe you eat some snacks, maybe you drink something that you need, and you talk with the teammates, and you go maybe for a short walk outside, breathe some air. It's like everything small is really important in the end. Like this every small percentage. And we were believing as well. Like we said, even if it's 2-1, like let's just win it, you know? We have nothing to lose anymore. And let's just go and play our game. Just follow our protocols, follow our stuff, and just go.
And it worked. It worked out perfectly.
It worked.
Well, HeavyGoD, first of all, thank you very much for all of your time, my man. I appreciate you coming on to chat with us. I hope the rest of the bit of practice you've got before the major goes very well. Good luck going into stage 2. And hopefully those best of ones on that first stage just breeze past, comfortable 2-0, and you can do what you need to do, you know, you survive that and everything else is going to be fine and possible. Just lastly, anything you want to say to all the fans, everyone watching at home, everyone supporting?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for inviting me. I think this is the first thing. I appreciate that. Thank you for talking to you. Then secondly, I think for all the fans that are supporting us, G2 supporting me, writing to me messages everywhere, every platform. I see it, I read it. Sometimes I don't answer because it's too much and I don't have time. But I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you will like this podcast. You will see a bit as well from my perspective as a player. And I hope you will enjoy it, guys. And thank you for your time. And let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Loved having you here. Loved having you chat. Yeah, I just wanted to say that before we end.
And I'll say this, right?
Thank you.
I think that right now in your role, HeavyGoD, you are maybe one of the best. Obviously, Mezzi's got the trophies and stuff, right, in terms of being the anchor, but I think that you are one of the most skilled anchors in the game, playing your position, the level you hold yourself to. Like when we see you on the server in these matches, you're doing things incredibly well that you should be very proud of. These routines, keep doing it, keep enjoying the experiences as well. I love the fact you have routines, you like these experiences, and keep being this positive beaming light, man, because this isn't just like here when I talk to you on the podcast. You're the same when I see you and there's no cameras rolling as well. So keep that going for yourself, man. It's definitely very positive.
I appreciate it, James. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thank you guys once again for inviting me. And Yeah, we'll see you around.
Yes, we will see you around indeed. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you drop a comment. Tell me who you want to see next on the podcast as well. We'll be continuing our IEM Cologne Major coverage with plenty more guests, plenty more episodes. We'll see you on the next one.